In this video, we're going to go through all the areas of AI in the system and how you can use AI to automate systems, create content, save time, make money, replace staff, and a whole bunch of other things that are going to make your business more efficient and make more money. So let's just jump straight in. When you come into the back end of the CRM, there's an AI agents tab. So I'm going to start with this because we start with training the bot and the knowledge base. So when we come into knowledge base, this is where we can have multiple knowledge bases. If we go into an example here, we can give the AI certain pages on your website. We can give it your entire website. We can upload FAQs that aren't on the website. We can create long, rich text content, which includes FAQs and information about your business. We can create tables and even upload files. So then the AI agent, if it's chatting to any of your clients based on this knowledge base, they're going to draw from this information. So you might have a knowledge base for a particular product, or you might have a knowledge base for some different services that you have. So we're going to use an example of keeping it simple with one knowledge base where we've given it to our we've given it a website to learn everything about us, and then we're going to show you how we're going to give it a voice, a tone, and adhere to brand guidelines and things like that. So once you've started the knowledge base, this is quite self-explanatory. So when you come in and create a new knowledge base, you can really just go through and, for example, on the web crawler, I've given it this our website, and we can add another source. We can add more web pages. We can upload files or documents. So once you've got the knowledge base, that's what it's going to use in the communication down the track. Now, from there, we're going to jump into conversation AI. Now, the conversation AI is where we create the agent, and like the knowledge base, we can have multiple knowledge bases. We can also have multiple AI agents, and that agent that we create is going to use the knowledge base. It sounds a little bit complicated, but it'll make sense. So if we come over to our agent list, and we can create a whole bunch of different types of agents. So we can create an agent that we specifically want to book appointments. We can have one that specifically wants to just answer questions and chat to people. We can have one that is very pushy and sales in a certain, whether it's in chat or voice or social media commenting. And once we go through how this works, we're going to then show you how this translates into the channels, whether it's SMS or social media. So let's park that to the side for a minute. So let's use as an example that we're going to create a new bot, and we're going to create an appointment booking agent. So what that means is I've told this particular agent that an Instagram, Facebook, Google My Business, chat widget, live chat, and SMS this particular bot is going to reply to. And then we've got it on autopilot. So we kind of go through the settings here where we leave it maybe 3 seconds to respond to make it look a bit more realistic. We can reactivate the bot after 6 hours. So if, for example, I take over the conversation personally, we can put the bot to sleep. I'm not going to go into granular detail here. I'm just going to show you that the booking appointment bot, we can choose the knowledge base, and then we choose the platforms that it's going to reply on, and then we come into bot training, and this is where we can select the knowledge base. Not only can we select the knowledge base, but we can also add a few layers on top here as well. Once you've created the bot and the knowledge base, you can actually come over here and test the bot for free. So you're not paying for AI credits, and you're not paying for SMS credits and things like that. So I'm just going to say, what do you do? And then it's going to go, we help businesses grow digital marketing, Facebook, Google, Instagram, CRM automation, etc. So you can see that I've taught it this. Now, if you don't like that answer, you could actually come in here and say, I don't like this. replace it with this. So you can kind of train it on the fly as well. Let's just have some fun, because I kind of trained the bot here for their tone and stuff, just to be, use humor, be a bit quirky, things like that. So who is your leader? It does really well in the GPT model. It does really well. Okay, so we don't have a specific name for our leader, but we're a young team of specialist digital consultants based on the Gold Coast. Our manager is Joe. If you'd like, I can arrange a call with him to discuss your needs. Would you like to book a time? Yes. So now the AI bot will actually go to my calendar to check my availability, and it will book in the call. We can train the AI to do pre-qualifying questions, so you don't want to book a call with everyone. You might tell the bot that they need to have a certain budget or something before we book a call, and then it'll book a call. And then, so that's where we can do the training. And then let's move on to bot goals. So the goals here, we can get really sophisticated. We can trigger workflows, we can update contact information, we can do a stop bot, we can do a human handover, transfer the bot to another bot. We can get really sophisticated and get really technical in here. And then this is where we give it its personality, its goal, and additional information here as well. So once it learns about your website, it can answer the questions. This is where we want the specific goal and the additional information that we really want it to achieve when it's chatting to someone. So that's the conversation AI and the knowledge base. The knowledge base is also used in the conversation AI. The knowledge base is used in the voice AI if you're having an AI answering machine, and also in things like the AI chatbot, which we'll go into next. So now that we've got the knowledge base, we've got the conversational AI, let's have a look in voice AI agents. So this is getting pretty crazy and sounding very realistic. As you can see, it's a brilliant dashboard that can give you really good reporting on how many calls, how long the calls went for, and you can come down and listen to the calls, and you can also get a transcript. So if we view the transcript of the call, we can download them, listen to them, and then we can also train it a little bit more in here as well. So the way that this works is the agent list, which is a particular phone number. This is my agent, so if you want to go to my website, Digital Junkies, you can go there, call the number and have a chat to it and see how it goes, and you can also test it in here. So this is where we're creating the agent, time zones. Again, I'm not going to get into detail of this. I just want to show you how to connect the dots from the knowledge base through to here. And then it's very similar to the conversation AI, where we have the goals of the voice AI agent. We select the knowledge base, and then we can also do things like transfer call. If it just says, I want to talk to Joe, you can transfer it. So these are where all the settings are, and again, you can get very tricky, very sophisticated in setting up this voice AI. And typically, the way that I explain it, it just replaces a answering machine, and it can take it one step further and make it sound like a human, and outbound calls coming very shortly in Australia. Now that we've got the knowledge base, conversation AI, voice AI, this is where we start to integrate it into our websites and our system, and the automation. So for example, if we come over to sites, we can create a chat widget, and we can have multiple chat widgets, and we can put those chat widgets on certain pages on the website where the AI and the knowledge base is going to chat to these people. It could be in live chat, it could transfer that into an SMS, voice, and also social media. So if you connect this to your Facebook and Instagram messaging, for example, when somebody sends you an Instagram message or they reply to a comment, we can get the AI to come in based on the knowledge base. So you might want a knowledge base based on social media replying, so the tone is a bit more social. And then if somebody comments on one of your Facebook or Instagram posts, the AI will reply to them and then try and get the next step action, which is either book a call or redirect to another page. Other areas of AI in the system are creating AI websites. So you can literally prompt a website and it will build it. Once you get in their website, you can use AI to create images and text. Other areas of AI that we're using is reputation management, so the AI can go out and ask people to leave a review, and when they send a review, the AI can reply to the view. So it's very handy when people are getting hundreds of views, and you can train the knowledge base to do that as well. Other areas of SEO for AI is also in the automation. So when we're creating workflows, not only can you use AI to build the workflows now, once we're inside the workflows, we can get really detailed and technical on when we are triggering AI. So as part of this process, anything that your imagination can come up with an automation, with an AI agent, we can do in here. So we can trigger the AI, we can stop the AI, we can move from one knowledge base to another, and we can connect all those dots depending on what you want your AI to do. So this video was intended to give you a kind of an overview and to show you kind of where these things sit inside the CRM, and we're going to make other videos that go into more detail on each one. So we will have a video that goes into the details that's all about voice AI, and then we'll have one that's all about the conversational AI, and then we'll have another video that's just all about workflows and getting really technical. So I hope that helps understand the power and flexibility and some of the ways that you can use AI in the CRM.